points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists for Britt Cooper. 11 points, 10 points, 11 rebounds, an assist, 2 blocks, and 2 steals for Sierra Lamy. Great game for the Brooks. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for Paige Holmes. You were talking about it earlier. Brianna King able to score the ball well in the second half. 17 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals on 38 minutes, getting a lot of minutes. Tori Anderson had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals on 25 minutes. 1 rebound for Brandy Bookout. And Shannon Worcester coming off the bench, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist to go along with that, and 2 rebounds for Darby Shy. They shot 9 of 32 in the first half, but cleaned it up from the field in the second half, shooting 50%, 15 of 30. Good third quarter to attest to that. 2 of 12 from the three-point line and 3 of 10 in the second half. They shot just 22% from 3 and from the free throw. 4 of 8 in the first half and 3 of 4 in the second. And I think the three-point shooting from Montana Western not great. Savannah Bignell might have been able to knock a few more of those down. Hate to hear the news today coming in that she's dealing with another injury. I hope that we can always just be hopeful that she's able to clean that out and come back.
Couple of tough ones here. We got the Dairy Queen offensive and defensive players of the game, or just the 2 players of the game. Dairy Queen, the 4, 5, and 6 buck lunches, phenomenal. Great for your dollar. I mean, it's really a fantastic deal, and you don't really have to advertise the Blizzard. They're just good.
I know, but I mean, they do have the hot chocolate, an Oreo hot chocolate Blizzard, my new personal favorite. It's got some chocolate with the Oreos.
And the Snickerdoodle. I mean, that's a festive holiday treat there.
I would be impressed if you could find one on the menu that I would turn down.
Right. I'm good. Unless you're allergic to nuts or something, that's understandable.
Then you might be nuts if you turn.
I'm going to give you the first one, and I'm going to put the hard part on me. So
okay, I like that. I think you should get both of the hard ones today. I got both the hard ones last time. Well, for me, Britt Cooper, great game, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Obviously, Brianna King able to take over on the offensive end, but I think what started this defensive push at the beginning of this game was Sierra Lamy coming out. What was it? First, second possession, getting a block. Then she comes down the other end and attacks the rim. And she ends with a double-double. I think Sierra Lamy, for me, I'm going to give her, you could call it offensive or defense. I'm going to let you decide that. But, I think she just contributed on both ends. She has 2 blocks, 2 steals, 11 rebounds. I mean, rebounding, it's a stat that you just hear and you kind of push it off to the side.
But it's huge.
11 rebounds. How many of those? All defensive, but still, a team like that can shoot the ball, you got to rebound and not give them second chances, and she did that today, so I'm going to give mine to Sarah.
I'd have to say it's a defensive one, but I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, you get a double-double, you pull down 11 defensive boards, you have 2 blocks, 2 steals. I mean, how do you do more? I mean, the only thing we ask for is a little more offense, and is that really fair? When you're putting 11 defensive boards up, you're doing your job, and you did it well. And that's really how they were out to run a little bit as well defensively. Definitely is a tough one here. Britt Cooper had a quiet 15-7, but she's such a great player. Brianna King, really tough not to ever call her name because she had 17 points, 5 assists, 5 steals. And really, just a lot of it was in that third quarter where they took over the basketball game.
Yeah.
My heart tells me a little bit, though. Paige Holmes did a lot. But I really, I know it's easy to call Brianna King's name, but I think she turned the game in the third quarter. It was kind of close. They cut it within 6, and then it was just all of a sudden the Bree King just took over the basketball game.
And when the Bulldogs couldn't score in the fourth quarter, it came down to Brianna King driving into the lane, picking up that dribble, looking to the left, and just over her right shoulder. With the
and that's what stuck in my head, the sweetest pass I've seen all year.
I haven't seen a pass like that in a boys, girls, a game probably for over a year. I mean, it was a highlight play.
So the highlight play, the strong third quarter, Brianna King's the offensive player of the game for Dairy Queen. Thank you for joining us for this first game. We're going to take a little bit of break, and then we'll get you back to another exciting game as we'll see one of the front runners for the conference, the LC State Warriors men's basketball team. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is Sandy
Is there any
Tyler
time you can cut out for us at all?
I got 3 minutes, and then I can just play music, and you let me know when you want it back.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah,
we
there's
only have about
nothing.
8.5, but if we can kind of just stand up, get a little bit of a stretch in, that'd be great.
Sure.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Ownership. Stop by today for a new Chevrolet Buick or GMC at 675 North Montana Street in Dillon, or check us out online at beaverheadmotors.com.
Standard Lumber is your helpful place for Christmas this year, with Red Hot Buys store-wide for everyone on your list. For the handyman, they've got Red Hot Buys on Craftsman Tool Center, 6-gallon wet dry vac, tools and accessories, and a pancake air compressor. Red Hot Buys on Hoover bagless and pet cordless vacuum, 18-gallon totes, and great gift ideas store-wide. Red Hot Buys on stocking stuffers and Christmas decorating ideas. Standard Lumber, your helpful place this holiday season. Shop local and save.
Hey fans, the Oreo Hot Cocoa Blizzard of the Month is back. It's the perfect treat to keep you cool in this winter when you're bundled warm in the blazing indoors. Enjoy Oreo cookie pieces and rich cocoa fudge blended in world-famous DQ soft serve and crowned with whipped topping. It's time to buzz out the house slippers and crank your centralized heating system to a balmy 75 because the Oreo Hot Cocoa Blizzard of the Month is here, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Frontline Ag Solutions would like to thank all their customers for a great year and wish all of Southwest Montana Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and look forward to serving you in the new year. If you're looking for new equipment in the new year, stop and talk to one of our experts about a new John Deere or utility vehicle. Frontline Ag Solution is more than a tractor store. They are the specialist for all your farm implement needs. Frontline Ag, serving you and your equipment needs. Stop by at 1025 Selway or call 683-4281. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, this is Dr. Andrew Belize with the Dillon Back and Neck Clinic. My office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 5, Tuesday from 8 to noon, and Thursday from 2 to 5. I have after-hour and weekend appointments available at no additional charge. Call me today at 683-9600 or stop by at 330 South Idaho Street. And when your back's out, we're in.
Happy holidays.
Hi, this is Lori.
And Jeff from the Mini Phillips 66. And on behalf of us and the entire staff, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'd like to take this time to extend our thanks to all our loyal customers.
A lot of you will be traveling to see family and friends, and we want you all to be safe while on the road. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Mini Phillips 66 in Dillon.
So I'll let you. No, I saw it. I watched all that. Yeah, I didn't see the final yet. The last I saw was Oh yeah, I remember. It's so hard to keep up with all the highlights, like this NBA and all that. Like Jimmy Butler's getting a game winner every other week. Alrighty, how we doing?
I can give it back to you anytime you want.
Well, you give us about 30 seconds.
Want a 30-second ad?
Yep, and then we'll be ready.
I'll do that. All right, here we go.
I wish I could tell you I didn't think this was going to be ugly. The only good news is
Organizations.
Dollarhide's not in.
Madison and Southern
Dollarhide's not playing.
Their
He's
goal
not?
is to help
Oh,
serve
man, he only
the
played 2
members'
games.
financial
Did you get
needs,
some-
from
have them
checking and
throw some
saving
starters
to a
this
loan
year? Yeah.
fits your needs and budget.
Yeah.
They
I'll
provide
just go get 'em.
down-home friendly service with long-term financial stability. Call 683-4373 or stop by High Peak
5 seconds.
in Dillon,
The
Sheridan,
final of the
or
Bobcat
Whitehall.
game is 52-10. And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western taking on the LC State College Warriors. Warriors. Good. How are you, buddy? Oh, yeah. And anyway, shaking hands with the ref. We got a good officiating crew here, so it should be a good one. Looking forward to calling this game. Really give us an opportunity to kind of gauge where this defense is. I mean, you're facing a really, really strong offensive team here. And all I remember, I mean, Race King is certainly someone that I think could give us a little bit of fits, just because of his size and how good he's at the block. And let's face it, if there's one spot we struggle a little bit with is the bigs.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Race Martin, 6'6", 225-pound senior. And last year against Marcus Payne, he showed that he's a very physical player, and you can remember that name for a reason because he was putting up points, and I don't think he's the only one. They have a lot of athletic players. We got 6'3", 6'4", all in the starting lineup, a 6'2" guard. So this is going to be a good test to see where we're at in the conference. This LC State team probably
17th in the country. I believe.
17th in the country, ranked 1 or 2 in the conference right now. That's preseason rankings, but
Yeah, them and Carroll were the favorite, I think, is what we...
Yes, and it'll be interesting to see against an explosive offensive team what this defense can do, and if we can score the ball right with them.
Well, and bad for us as fans, good for us as fans of the Bulldogs, that Corey Dollarhide heard wasn't going to play, and Cooper Kidgel getting his 1,000 points because it was on the road. He's going to get awarded that right now by Coach Larson.
And, Cooper 1K, that's what I call him now. He pulling out the black arm sleeve. That must be, after you get it, you get that, as an attribute bonus or something.
It's an attribute bonus. Well, the next thing we're going to do for Chris, we're going to give him the new stockings because he's got the rip in the knee, but I know it must be kind of superstitious thing, though.
Maybe. That's
because the amount of shoes the gentleman's got, I'm sure the stock,
yeah, got the lucky leggings.
The only thing more stylish than how he dresses as far as a basketball player is his game. I really like it. He does so much for his basketball team. He's averaging about 18 points a game here for the Bulldogs. And if we're going to have even a puncher's chance You're really going to have to get a lot out of him as a scorer tonight. You're going to get the dirty game, as we like to call it, and we mean it in the nicest way, but Troy Scott's going to get you a good dirty game.
Yeah,
he's going to get those boards, those hustle points, those blocks, the real muscle points in the paint.
And Troy Scott can play 1 through 4 on the defensive end. Any guard, any big. He's not going to be able to match up with Race Martin, but he's going to match up with pretty much anyone on the floor and just get you hustle plays to take pressure off your offense. You hope to see a player like Cedric Boone coming off a 27-point night, having a close game with Idaho State. So this team knows a thing or two about being, coming into a game as the underdog, and I hope that plays a part in their psyche tonight.
And Cedric Boone coming off a huge game against Division I Idaho State. I think he dropped, 27?
27 it was.
And so Cedric Boone definitely will have to fill up the score sheet, and then we'll have to get some contributions off the bench. We'll have to really wear him out. I know I know you're a big fan of Cole Baker. I'd like to see if they did a little bit more with that Baker-Boone set. I think is a good one. And I know you like your Reds as well, and LC State's wearing those flashy red uniforms.
LC State with some of the nicest uniforms in the conference. The red with the navy blue and gray down the side. Bright red. Montana Western, the all white, little fading gray in the bottom of the short red numbers. Pretty flashy jerseys on both sides here, and looks like we got some players on the Warriors that we've seen last year. Josiah Westbrook.
Payne wins the jump, but on the way down, it was on the way down jump as he knocks it into Boone's hand. Boone gets it over to Scott, over to Kidgel. Kidgel gets into the paint, goes around the right side, up and off the glass, and good for 2. Back the other way comes LC State. They got the basketball in the hands of number 12, Darnack Mitchell. Mitchell with the basketball as he works down the right side. Out to King. King back up top to Westbrook. Westbrook gets into the paint and gets it into the corner. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound's going to be tracked down by Kidgel. The misses by Cordell Hankerson. And Kidgel's going to get into the paint. He's going to kick it right back out to Boone. Boone with the basketball as he works it to the left side. Looks for the screen from Payne. And then he's going to hand it off to DeRocher. DeRocher to Scott, to DeRocher to Boone. Boone on the right side. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Down low to Payne, knocked away by King. And Boone picks up the basketball. Did he call it a foul or out?
And 1 second left on the shot clock. Looks like he got tipped out of bounds. 1 second.
Payne with the left hand on the baseline.
The pass right to Payne. Takes 1 step and hits the layup. Great pass. Great play.
Wow. Bulldogs the 4-point lead, 4-0. Shot out to King. King for 3. It's up and good. And that's why he's so dangerous.
Race Martin, he hasn't even been in the key yet this game and already scored the ball from the 3-point line. Great shot from Race Martin.
Josiah Westbrook with the basketball, 6'2", 185-pound junior at Olympia College in Bellingham, Washington. And Boone's going to take the 3 up and no good. And I saw Cordell Hankerson earlier in the game. He's got some hops.
Already seen a few windmills and warm-ups.
Race King for 3. It's up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Race Martin.
And Race Martin, I'm sorry.
Feeling the heat already. He can shoot the 3 ball.
Yeah, no, he's dropped 2 already. He's got all 6 points for the Warriors. Kidgel to Scott. Over to the left elbow to DeRocher. DeRocher back to Boone. Boone looked for a little space. Picked up quickly by Mitchell. Back over to Kidgel. Kidgel trying to get into the paint. Gets pushed back off. Gets to Scott. Scott with 4 on the shot clock. Kidgel. Kidgel with the shot. It's up and good. Just about free throw line to the left side. Pull and pop. Let it drop.
And Kidgel looking comfortable on the offensive end. Not stressed at all.
Goes off the head of Boone. Boone's able to keep it, but stepped on the line as he corralled the basketball.
Damek Mitchell trying to get it back to the top of the key, and it goes right off the, looked like Boone's hand or head. Tries to hustle down and get it in transition, but as he's grabbing the ball, it dribbles out of bounds. Warriors basketball at half court.
I'm wondering, too, I didn't think you get a new shot clock on that because he actually isn't considered a possession if you grab it as you're out of bounds, but they got a new clock. Shots up, and talk
shot.
about a shooter's roll. Hit
Josiah
rim
Westbrook.
back in, Josiah Westbrook.
You can see he likes to shoot off the dribble. Already getting one to go. Got lucky there. But
I think if your name's Westbrook, you got to shoot off the dribble.
let's see if he can dunk like that too.
Westbrook, the Westbrook, got caught on that one, and then kind of forced it out there. Cedric Kuhn did, looking for Scott, throws it into the stands. So you just can't have those unforced errors against this team. They'll make you pay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Unforced turnovers are not what you need in a close game.
Mitchell brings it across the timeline for the Warriors. He gets over left elbow. It's knocked free for a second by Shedrick. And shot goes up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Payne. Payne's going to hit his outlet and Boone. Boone to Kidgel. Kidgel up top as he tries to move it down the right side. And they're going to call a charge on him. Tough call.
And a quick charge call. He tried to come off the screen. Number 11, Cordell Hankerson, stepped over the screen. Cooper dribbled into him. You're going to get an offensive foul call. And
I think he only gets that because his head was down, I think, on when he turned the corner.
yeah, when you lean in and
Yeah.
your head's down, I think it's that's the offensive call that they're going to make.
Mitchell over to Martin. Martin down low. They're going to call Troy Scott on the foul. Off-ball foul, actually.
Dana Abe, 6'4", 200-pound senior out of Seattle, coming in and using that body. That's one that we've seen in the last couple of years.
I called him Abe all last year, but the pronunciation guide says Abe. Abe.
Yeah, I think Dana Abe.
Yeah. I think for 2 years, I think at least I've called him that, unfortunately. Good player, too. Excellent player.
And that's why you call his name that much, because he makes plays, already making his presence felt off the bench.
Shots up and no good.
And I think
Josiah Westbrook to the line.
Damick Mitchell, 5'9" guard. That's another one that we got to see last year as a freshman. And
he was a good player as well.
Seeing him start so quick. You've already seen that on the defensive end. He is not letting Boone get any open looks from jump
Here's
shot.
another problem for a 6'9" center coming off the bench. Tristan Bradley, 6'8", I should say. Or Blair Moore. No, it's the Tristan Bradley, 6'8", 220. They have Blair Moore, 6'9", 220-pound sophomore still on the bench as well. They work down low. They're kind of letting them get away with a little physicality as they work to Westbrook. Westbrook down low. The turnaround, shots up. Dana Abe is so good at getting quick ups.
Just gets the ball tipped away. Abe picks it up on the post, turn around, right up. You're talking about that quickness, and he used it right there, got the layup.
9-6 Warriors with the lead. Boone gets into the paint, goes up strong, gets to finish off the front of the rim, and cut it to a 1-point Warrior advantage. Mitchell's going to bring it up and across the timeline. He'll work it over to the right side as he gets to Hankerson. Hankerson down low to the big fella, Bradley. Bradley back out as they work to the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell to Abe, I think he's called for the travel. And then we got ourselves a Connor Burkhart sighting as he checks in for Jacob Payne.
Connor Burkhart, second highest scorer against Idaho State with 9 points. Look to see that contribution today.
Boone with the long three, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Bradley. Back the other way to Mitchell. Mitchell back out up top to Westbrook. Westbrook for three, no good. Troy Scott with the rebound. He's going to get it outlet to Boone. Boone down the left side on the left elbow. Gets over to the right elbow to Scott. Scott gets into the paint, goes up left hand. Gets blocked by Bradley. Seemed like there was some body there, but the block went over the top. Nice misdirection by Hankerson. Switched back and get it to drop.
Cordell crosses over, gets in the middle of the lane. One dribble from the elbow, hits the jumper.
It's a great athletic move. You can see the athleticism in him. Edwards set to check in for the Bulldogs. Boone to Kidgel. Kidgel in the paint. It's up and no good. Okay, he said it was on the floor, so it's going to be out of bounds anyway.
Cordell Hankerson, 6'4", 175-pound senior, hits the jumper, and he's playing on Kidgel all night, D'ing him up.
White was the one that kind of really put it to us a couple times last year, including in the playoff game, if I remember correctly. They inbound to Kidgel. Kidgel with the redirect, and he gets redirected by Hankerson. Hankerson to free throw line, blocked by Boone, and then jump ball.
And it looks like they're going to call a jump ball there and timeout right after. So an odd call off. He got blocked on the jumper as soon as he was going up. Boone coming in transition tipped it, and then Kidgel was right behind him to get his hand on it. And thought they were going to call the foul on Kidgel. Lucky for Montana Western, they just called a jump ball.
13:57 left here in the first half. Bulldogs trail 13-8 to the Warriors. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I don't know, that Hankerson kid's playing pretty good D right now.
Kent Graham and the guys at East Bench Green wish you and yours the gift of love, the gift of peace,
I'm not saying
the gift of happiness may be yours this holiday
He almost
season.
came
Best
down
wishes
first, too,
for a
before
wonderful
the foul,
holiday
so,
season and a new year filled with peace and happiness. They
know,
want
I
to
think
thank you for
that's
a
either
great
no
year
call
and
or
look
you
forward
gotta
to
call
serving you
poop.
in the new
Right.
year.
Unlike
Kent and the
the-
crew are always available
whatever
at
that
East Bench Green. You grow it, they ship it. Give them a call today, 683-5044. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
That's Myla. She's a friend of
Hello,
ours.
Southwest.
So is Arda.
Jeff
Snowing
Gorman
out there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried our great new
You want to
sandwich,
get
the
in
triple
your
sandwich?
boots.
Double sausage, double cheese, bacon and egg on a muffin biscuit or a McGriddle. It's amazing. $1 any size popper coffee is still here, and 2 hash browns for $2.10, $4. $2 mochas, latte smoothies, and shakes too. Save money and try the new triple stack at McDonald's at Butte, Rocker, Deer Lodge, Anaconda, and Dillon. I'm loving it.
And welcome back to live action. The inbound goes directly into Bradley and back to White. White to Bradley. Almost stolen by Troy Scott, but read by Abay. Abay with the kick out to White. White goes to the base. No, that's Andre McCallum. There's White. White down low to Abay, and he's up and good. I remember Derek White played extremely well against us. And McCallum also super athletic, number 4.
Yeah, probably one of the more athletic players on the floor.
Boone with the step back, gets the air ball. Abay with the rebound, so bring it up and across the timeline for the Warriors. Derek White gets into the paint, puts the shot up, no good. Troy Scott with the rebound. He's going to hit Boone as the outlet. Gets it over and it's stolen away. And he's going to go right into the paint, puts it up strong, no good. Going to go to the charity stripe, and that's Cordell Hankerson.
Cordell Hankerson on the defensive end, hustling, bringing energy, comes down, intercepts the pass, and then goes and draws the foul for the layup.
6'4", 175-pound senior by way of Houston, Texas, I assume, Ventura College. 15-8.
Montana Western offense right now looking pretty stagnant. Really not a lot of ball movement and a lot of one-on-one shots coming off the dribble for the jumper or just trying to drive your player.
Shots up and good by Hankerson. So we get a Cole Baker checking in and Tanner Haverfield. So Baker will bring it up and across the timeline. And he'll go down the right side to Haverfield. Haverfield up top as he gets it to Edwards. Edwards back to Haverfield. Over to Baker. Baker to Haverfield. Haverfield up amongst the trees, got called for the double dribble.
I didn't really understand the call. I thought bounce pass off the screen and roll and must have dribbled it once, picked it up, goes for another power dribble, gets the double dribble call.
Well, and also, I mean, if you did, I mean, you're going into a 6'8" man.
And that's where height makes the difference there.
Abay up and good. Abay is just a beast once he gets into the paint. He's got that quick first step, but he's also, I mean, he plays a lot bigger than 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", 200. So he's a thick 6'4". He's going to get into your body.
Back out to Haverfield. Haverfield to Baker. Baker into the corners. He works it down low to Burkhart.
Okay, with a nice little jump hook, getting in rhythm. Great shot.
That'll make it a 19-10 LC State lead. They work down low to a barrier wall, jumps over one. Haverfield knocks it away to Kidgel. Kidgel across the timeline over to Edwards, who gets in. Left hand up and good.
The drive from Trey Edwards. The jab step goes to the left hand, gets the easy layup, using that quickness, so athletic.
He's wearing the black and white Oreo.
I'm a fan of those, the Kobe's.
Yep. I heard him the other night, and they nicknamed him the Oreo edition.
Oh, yeah.
Last touch and saved by Burkhart into Kidgel. Kidgel's going to bring it up and across the timeline. Great job here if they can get some points to pull within 5. They trail 19-12 with 11 minutes left in the half. Baker with the basketball. He's going to get into the paint. Kick out is to Haverfield. Haverfield looking for some space. Knocks it out to Baker. It's knocked out of his hands by Mitchell. So it'll be Bulldog basketball with about 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kidgel will check out.
DeRocher checking in for him.
Love to see him get hot.
Yeah, DeRocher getting a start. So, exciting to see this year DeRocher get a few more starts and see if that helps him get into his rhythm, shooting the ball from deep and, hopefully catch fire like you were saying.
Race Martin checks back in. Baker gets into the paint, left hand up and good.
Great job. They had to switch Race Martin off the screen. Cole Baker takes the contact and finishes against the big.
Back over to Martin. Martin, shots up by Shedrick, no good. And it's got to be over the back, doesn't it, on McCowan?
Andre McCowan, 6'4", 170, but I think his arms are probably a little bit more than 6'4".
I think they're lying 6'4", too. I think he's a little closer to 6'5", because he's almost the same height as Martin, who they list at 6'6".
And has some of the longest arms that I've seen. Can windmill. He's going to be getting those rebounds all night.
He had a pretty big dunk against us last year. Remember, it was off the alley-oop that he pulled down and back up. Baker to Burkhart to Baker. Baker on the dribble drive, spin. Shot goes up and good.
Great shot from Cole Baker going one-on-one. He crosses over, spin move into the jumper.
Baker's pretty quick, and then back the other way comes McCowan. McCowan gets hacked in the act and gets the drop to go the end one.
And yeah, we really haven't seen Baker attack for his own shot on offense this year yet. So nice to see him getting into that rhythm, shooting some jumpers, trying to go get a layup right before that. Great job, Cole Baker.
McCowan and Hankerson are two of the best athletes you're going to see in this conference. He gets it up and good. We saw them warm up to practice, and they were just bringing it. I mean,
looks like an 8-foot hoop.
Having their own personal dunk contest. So 22-16 with 10:05 left in the half on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's that time of year
10
again.
minutes going pretty
All
slow.
the folks at Intermountain Irrigation
It was
wish
only
all of
7,
you
but
the
it's
very
just
best
timely.
holiday
It's
season.
at the end of the
And
shot
thank
clock.
you for your business this past year. It will be there next year to give you great service and products for all your irrigation needs. Call them at 10 seconds, 7-1. They are there to help you, even on weekends. Again,
get these
happy
shooters some
holidays
looks.
from all the crew at Intermountain Irrigation.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. 10 minutes left in the half. Bulldogs trail 22-16. Baker with the basketball as he gets to Payne. Payne brings down the right side, then back out up top. Good job of Edwards going to get the basketball, but then he throws it away on the pass.
And it looked like DeRocher is trying to cut to the corner. Edwards wanted him to stay right in the wing and passes it to the wing. Ball just goes out of bounds. Another unforced turnover for the Montana Western Bulldogs.
Mitchell back out up top to Martin. Martin gets in the paint. The kick out to McGowan, who goes baseline to Martin. Martin's just got great touch.
Yeah, and doing a great job of using the drive after hitting those threes. You run out on him, he drives, opens up the defense, and they can't get back.
Baker to Haverfield, and then Payne with the over and back.
Looked like Payne was catching the ball right on the line, but he stepped back to the backside. Could have gone either way. They're going to get the over and back call, Montana Western.
Shedrick to inbound for LC State. Gets it into Mitchell. Mitchell goes to the right side. Gets into the paint. Hands it underneath to McGowan. He goes up strong on the right side. Great job of protecting his basketball. He pulled it back and then forward, and then goes off the quick glass. And the Bulldogs down by 10, and they're getting the full court presentation by the LC State Warriors. Edwards back out to DeRoche. DeRoche for three, no good.
A little bit of a hard pass from Edwards, not quite where DeRoche wanted it, but still shot. Great defense.
Edwards with the steals. They tried to force it down low. And Edwards does a great job for you defensively. I'd just like to see him do a little bit more offensively. And I know he'd play a lot because he's a great athlete. Haverfield basketball to DeRocher. Down low to Payne. Payne looking for his footing on Martin. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Baker. 7 on the shot clock. Baker works his way in, puts the shot up, and it's good. You almost got to just have Baker shoot more.
Yeah, Cole Baker is showing off that jump shot today.
Martin with the deep three, and it's good. And he's got gym range, it looks like, today.
Yeah, a couple feet behind the line. Just catch and shoot. He's too comfortable.
29-19.
They're going to call, wow.
They gave him the palm on?
At first, I think they called a carry. He was trying to do an inside-out dribble and kind of called a double dribble, but then called it a carry on Cole Baker, just trying to do the inside-out.
I'm just saying, LC State doesn't need any help.
It was a quick call and called it a little odd right when he did. So tough turnover, another unforced one. That's 3 for Montana Western.
7:55 left as they work down low. Good defense by Troy Scott. He knocks it away. Finally ends up with Baker, brings it across the timeline, gets into the paint, puts it up no good, but he is hacked in the act.
And I think Baker got to keep attacking on the offensive end. Montana Western needs some sort of spark on offense.
I'd really like to see that Boone and Baker combo again. I mean, I thought that did really good last home game.
Yeah, I think with the way that Baker passes the ball and Boone being such a dynamic scorer, that's why they work together well.
Baker misses the freebie. Cedric Boone set the check in. It's going in for the shooter, though. So
Coming in
in
for
for
Cole
Boone.
Baker.
Boone in for Baker. 7:46 left in the half. Bulldogs trail 29-19 to LC State. Baker puts it up. Drops it down. So Cole Baker checks out. Boone checks in. So White will bring it up and across the timeline. Derek White down the left side as it gets to McGowan. McGowan with the kick back to Shedrick. Back to McGowan. McGowan baseline, pulls the trigger. It's up and good.
McGowan having his way on the offensive end, has a few layups, and there he is. One dribble right into a mid-range jumper. Money for Andre McGowan.
7:28 left in the half on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs lead a trail 31-20 to LC State. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is your local Farmers Union agent, Siri. You let me build better community involvement and character. That's why Farmers Union Insurance has invested in you by becoming a corporate sponsor of the Montana High School Association. What better way to invest in Montana future?
10 seconds.
I'd like to wish our local sports teams, the Beavers, Bulldogs, Bears, Falcons, and Panthers, good luck this season.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. LC State once again with the full court presentation. And why wouldn't you press if you have these kind of athletes? And they work it over to Payne. Payne to Boone. Boone's going to take it over to the left side. So he gets it to Kidgel. Kidgel working on Martin. Works it back out to Boone. Boone to Kidgel on the left elbow. Back up top to Troy Scott. Back to Kidgel. Kidgel getting into the paint. And they're letting him bump and grind him. And then Oh, I thought Hankerson would do something a little more electric, but he went in and pretty much just dropped it in.
On the fast break, goes and lays it right in above the rim.
He has some hops. DeRocher with the basketballs, he hands it off to Boone. We've been playing deep into the shot clock every time. Boone to DeRocher. DeRocher missed the screen and roll there. And then it's stolen away to McGowan. McGowan to White, the alley-oop to McGowan from White.
And Andre McGowan, electric on offense. Getting the pick steal, passes it back to his guard, runs down on the fast break, catches the jam.
And it was a jam. It was, those are the quick ups, too. 6:25 left here in the half, and then Mountain Irrigation scoreboard. LC State pulling ahead 35-20. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Reach your peak with Ortho Rehab. Our highly trained physical therapy team, Kirk Van Slyke and Sheriff Harrison, work closely with their patients recovering after surgery or suffering from pain or injury. Whether you're a senior enjoying life to its fullest, a weekend warrior, or an elite athlete, Ortho Rehab will empower you to achieve your best through the benefits of physical therapy and sports medicine. Stop at 201 South Side Road across from ITA or call us at 683-3675. Reach your peak with Ortho Rehab Physical Therapy.
Hi, this is Shane,
I don't
branch
think
manager.
that Hankerson kid didn't play here last year, did he? No, this is...
But you can count on
No, you sounded more talented and already talented bunch.
Yeah.
Stockman Bank is also...
Hey, with the Memphis UCF game,
Montana roots have kept us
It's a
strong.
game right now.
We are committed to the community that serves. 10 seconds. Half of the staff at Stockman Bank, we would like to wish all the teams good luck this
Wow.
year.
That was a
Stockman
fun
Bank,
game.
Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
Washington, Utah. And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. And I think we both got into agreement that we need to put a little Band-Aid on or it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, they're scoring the ball with ease right now. Andre McCowan coming off the bench and just doing everything he can.
How many people can bring that off the bench? Him and Derek White both. Boone to Troy Scott. Back to Edwards, I should say. Back to Boone. Boone down the left side to Kidgel. And
McCowan
I'm glad
trying
they
to...
called that. It seemed like they were letting him get physical.
He was coming over the screen and really ran into it. They call a foul on Andre McCowan pushing Kidgel as he's coming around it. It's going to be Montana Western basketball.
Connor Moffitt checks in for McGowan. Moffitt is a 6'2 junior out of Spokane, Washington. Kidgel with the basketball. Gets it down low to Payne. Payne working on Martin. Gets knocked away by Martin. He'll stay here with the Bulldogs.
Martin's so strong. He's like a brick wall right outside the key. Just sets up and you can't push him back.
Once again, we're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. The inbound goes into Boone. Boone in the corner. Boone's going to pull and gets it to go.
Good move with the crossover, one-on-one. Boone had to go get that with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Knocks it down.
Back the other way comes Mitchell with the Warriors. He's going to get off to Abe. And then down low is Mitchell with the kick back out to Martin. Martin gets in the paint. Nice big pass to Barry. Barry goes up, gets it off the glass, and good for two. 37-22. Edwards with the basketball. He gets to Scott. Scott's going to go baseline, left hand. Can't finish, gets his own. Back out to Kidgel. Kidgel for three. It's up and good. He was shot and arm for a three there.
Great job on the offensive rebound and kick from Troy Scott, finding a wide open three.
37-25 with 4:58 left, and Hankerson up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Edwards. Edwards to Boone. Boone's going to bring it across the timeline and down the right side. Got to get those offensive boards, and then we have a good shot at bringing it down, actually getting an offense in. They get it down low to Payne. Payne pulls it up. Oh, in and out, no good. Good look on the shot. Moffitt with the rebound.
He gets it over to Mitchell, brings it across the timeline and down the right side. Gets knocked away by Payne.
Payne shooting a nice little turnaround jumper. Doesn't get it to go, but I like to see him get into that jump shot. That's what he's known for, is having a knockdown jumper, three-point mid-range, and he can play that good inside defense.
Baker in for Boone. Boone set the check right back in. Martin doesn't want to pull the string. They're going to call Payne for the reach. It's a tough one for me. I think that's a little on the ticky-tack side.
Yeah, and that's where Martin, keeping that pump fake. After he hits a couple threes, uses the pump fake to just make Payne stay right up in his face and then get the contact.
I like this lineup. I mean, he checks out Payne, which we're going to go small, but to have Moffitt's up and it bounces up on the top of the standard, so it's going to be Bulldog basketball. But I like Baker and Boone in at the same time with Kidgel. You're going kind of a small, but I mean, you're down 12. You might as well try something.
Yeah,
you got ball handlers now everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Get through this press and get some easy buckets off of that.
Kidgel back to Boone. Boone to Baker. Back over to Scott. Over into the corner to Edwards. He tries to get fancy, gets it knocked across. Gets it stolen away by Moffitt. Moffitt to Hankerson. Hankerson doesn't want to show off the dunk for us.
Has the hops, but just hits the easy layup. Tough turnover for Montana Western.
39-25 LC State with 3:31 left in the half. Boone's going to take it over to the left side, over to Baker. Baker on the left elbow, looking down low to Kidgel. Kidgel's covered. Back out to Edwards. Edwards to Baker, or Boone, I should say, on the right elbow. Into the corner to Scott. Scott's going to go baseline. Gets it swatted away by Martin.
And it looks like they're going to call a charge foul on Troy Scott, trying to hit the floater. And Martin blocked him, but he ran right into the defender, waiting there for the charge.
Haverfield checking in for Scott. Scott's first foul. 17 fouls on the Bulldogs to 4 for LC State. So bringing it up is Mitchell and across the timeline.
Montana Western in a 2-3 zone.
Martin back out to Moffitt. Try to work it down low. Abe up, no good. Gets his own, puts it back up. Finally knocked around, knocked out of bounds. Looks like it'll go Bulldog way.
And they try to throw the backdoor oop since the wing in the 2-3 is up so high. Almost got it to go using their size, but good knockdown from Montana Western.
Haverfield with the basketball. Not much ball movement. They're almost slow in bringing it down. That's why we get late in the clock. Haverfield for 3. It's up and good. And nice job there.
I was just about to say, with Race Martin on Haverfield, I think he has to look for that 3. He's such a good spot-up shooter, Tanner Haverfield.
And they're going to bring it over to the right side with Mitchell. Mitchell to Martin. Martin at the free throw line. Martin a good passer as well for a big. And then stolen away by Haverfield. And then Abe, I believe, called for kind of the reach-back foul. A little bit of a frustration.
6'4" Tanner Haverfield on a 6'4" Dana Abe, playing really hard on defense right now down in the key, able to knock up that pass. And as Race Martin was about to make the pass you were talking about.
Kidgel into the paint. And they finally seem to not have lost the whistle in the paint.
And Race Martin sitting back, guarding the paint with the press. Cooper Kidgel going to try to go at that and draw the foul, and he does that exactly, straight to the line. Kidgel.
That's the first on Martin. Kidgel will go to the charity stripe. Puts it up. Knocks it down. Bulldogs pull within 10. 2:07 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Here in the first half, it's 39-29 LC State. Kidgel can cut it to a single point lead again. Cut it to 9 if he can make it. No good. Rebounds will be pulled down by Abe. Back over this way to Hankerson. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell for three. Back iron, no good. Knocked around and found its way into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell down there, White with the nice pass to Abe, filling on the baseline, dunks her home.
And there's that same baseline cut from Abe.
Derek White's an underrated player, man.
I agree.
He comes in here, he makes things happen.
He can shoot the ball, he can pass, athletic enough to dribble and drive.
Boone back out to Baker for three, no good. Gotta hit those shots at this point. It's just too difficult to get anything in the paint, so you gotta spread it out by knocking down the triples. They work it over to the left side to Shedrick. Shedrick to Mitchell. Mitchell from the free throw line looking for an opening. Gets it over to Hankerson. Over to the left elbow. Shedrick for three. No good. Baker with the rebound. He's going to bring it up and across the timeline as he pushes to about free throw line. The kick out is to Boone. Boone goes baseline with the step back. It's up and good. And that's pretty.
Yeah, Cedric Boone, he's great off the dribble. That's his strength. That little crossover behind the back hits the jumper right off the dribble.
The step back even on the side.
That's a tough shot right there with the hand in the face.
Abe getting over to Mitchell. Mitchell the free throw line to Shedrick. The kick out to White, back to Shedrick. Working on Haverfield. That's a tough call when you're getting bullied on the block.
And it looks like, was that Shedrick right there on the block. And Tanner Haverfield playing up in size all night tonight. Tried to get the block, but Shedrick did a great job of just putting his arms right into the body and going straight up, drawing the foul.
It's kind of doing that Shaq move where you use the base of your back and just push them down.
Mm-hmm. The strong legs.
Yep, using that strength against them. Back iron, no good. I was just going to say, I thought Shedrick was a little suspect on the free throw line, though.
It looks like he wants to shoot the three-point. He's already put up 2 or 3 today, but hasn't got him to go.
That one he looked good at. Makes 1 of 2. That'll make it 42-31, 21 seconds left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. I don't know, do you think you want to take away a 3? I'm obviously will take it, but I mean, are you setting this play up for a 3, or are you just hoping to get an easy bucket?
I think just getting an easy bucket from me would be good to see this offense.
Nice. Oh, can't finish. Nice spin move by Haverfield, but just a little too soft on the bucket. Rolls out, and the Bulldogs trail at half, 42-31. So after one half of play on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, the University of Montana Western 42, LC State 31. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the Papa T's halftime show. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Dillon's Napa store has great holiday savings and great gift ideas, like the 78-piece 1/4 3/8 master socket set, SAE and metric, only $47.99. And if you have diesel, you need diesel oil. Napa has Shell Rotella T4HD 15W30 for only $14.99 a gallon, and Shell Rotella T6 Synthetic HD5W40 for only $20.99 a gallon. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
What can State Farm offer you? A lot more than just car insurance. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Ted Ori. State Farm offers economical protection for all the things you need insured. Your home, your apartment, your life, your health, your business, even your recreational vehicles. State Farm offers the finest service your premium dollar can buy. So whether at home or on that special vacation, State Farm is there. Stop by at 24 South Idaho or call us at 683-2472 to discuss your insurance needs in that good neighbor State Farm way.
Dashing through the door,
some of that stuff,
I wish was in my hand.
Yeah, some good
checking out the store, the good life is from. I found a gift from Mom.
Wasn't she
and Grandpa too. The good life has a set to buy, and you should get some too. Oh, jingle bells, no grandma singing too. Merry Christmas from the good life, and happy holidays to you.
Come on into the Good Life, 2 South Montana Street, right here in downtown Dillon.
Merry Christmas!
Hi folks, this is Cindy here at Rocky Mountain. I'm so excited to tell you about something new from Cenex Lubricants called gift cards for gallons.
For every 125 gallons of qualifying oil and grease purchased between November 1st, 2018 and February 28, 2019, you will receive a $50 Visa gift card from Cenex Lubricants. Ask for details and rebate forms at the South Counter here at Rocky Mountain Supply, your one-stop shop for all your automotive and ranch lubricant needs.
1 minute. Aquatics is a community member and a proud sports sponsor of the Dillon Beavers and the Western Bulldogs. They specialize in fisheries, stream restoration, waterfowl development, and all types of habitat-free construction with the knowledge and expertise you demand. With Devers Excavation and Aquatics, you can count on quality professional service. Devers Excavation and Aquatics. Let us help you be part of something great. 683-3560.
Last ad.
Reflection and celebration, we want to express our gratitude for your continued support of student success. This is Roxanne Engelland with the University of Montana Western Foundation. From all of us on the Montana Western University, thank you, and we wish you a happy holiday season.
10 seconds.
The Montana Western Foundation, please contact 406-683-7305.
And welcome back to live action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trails 42-31. And welcome to the Papa T's halftime show. Papa T's. Good food, good entertainment, great people.
Yeah, I got a pool table, games. If you want to go hunting and you don't want to go out in the cold, anything you need.
I mean, I guess expecting in here you have a number 17 team in the country, an up-and-coming team. We knew we were short. They've taken advantage of above-the-rim stuff for the most part. But really, I mean, I don't think we've really played that well, and we're only down 11.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
we could clean up some of that.
Yeah, I thought, really didn't move the ball well on offense. I think our offenses really could use improvement. Defense, you're going to take what you can get there because you have so many tough matchups when it comes to size like you were talking about. But I agree, really didn't play that well, only down 11. You really can't complain about that. If you come out in the second half and, catch fire, have a way to score on these guys, it could really help your team.
Well, this is where we get to see Coach Larson's objectives as far as what he likes to make changes with. Really like the way he handles his guys at this point. His substitutions have been a little more sporadic than usual, but I think he's just looking for a formula at this point. I'm a big fan when we're down of that Baker-Boone combo. You put them in there with some of the smallers and maybe try to run them out of the building, but when do you see athletes come at you like this LC State's bringing?
Wow, 1, 2, 3, their point, shoot, small forward, all can jump, shoot, and it's just impressive to watch a player like Andre McCowan coming off the bench. He can catch a dunk, he'll hit a jumper, he'll go hit some layups with contact on you. I mean, they have some serious talent. That's why they are number 17 and in the argument to be one of the best teams in this conference.
Well, and let's take a peek at the stats. What do you got for LC State?
For LC State, Race Martin, 4 for 4, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. So shooting 100%, knocking down the three-point. He has 11 points, 0 boards, and assists to go along with that on 12 minutes. 3 points for Josiah Westbrook, 1 point and 1 rebound. David Shedrick, 8 points and 4 rebounds for Cordell Hankerson. He has an assist, 2 blocks, and a steal, playing great defense on our number 1 scorer, Cooper Kidgel. 3 assists, a steal, and 2 rebounds for Dameek Mitchell. 1 rebound, 2 assists for Derek White coming off the bench, and Andre McCowan, 9 points, a rebound, 2 assists, and a steal to go along with that, which led to an oop. So a highlight play from him already. 10 points and 2 rebounds from Dana Abe, who's used his size all night tonight. Catching it, dunking it, and just pushing people out of the key. 1 rebound and a block for Tristan Bradley, the big coming off the bench. They shot 17 of 30 from field, 56%, great percentage. 3 of 11 from behind the three-point line, so you expect to see a team like that shoot a little bit better behind the line. That's probably helping the Bulldogs today. And 5 of 8 from the free throw line. And for Montana Western, 2 points, 1 rebound, and a steal for Jacob Payne. has a tough role of playing Race Martin all night. 6 points for Cedric Boone. He also has an assist to go along with that on 15 minutes of play. 3 rebounds and assist for Troy Scott. And we're going to move down to Derek DeRocher, who is able to get a
shot up
in 10 minutes. 8 points and a rebound. 2 assists for Cooper Kidgel, always contributing on the offensive end. He also has a steal on the defensive end. And Cole Baker, who right now is what's keeping this team alive, coming off the bench, 3 of 4, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. He has 8 points, a rebound, not able to get an assist. If he could get that ball moving around, I think he could be a detrimental part of this offense. 3 points for Tanner Haverfield. He also has a steal, playing some good defense. 2 points and a rebound for both Trey Edwards and Connor Burkhardt. They shot 13 of 24, 54%, and 3 of 7 from behind the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the free throw. I think they're really going to have to catch fire shooting the ball this next half in order for this to be a game that they can win tonight.
Or get a good job of getting into the lane, maybe getting fouled a little bit, get them in foul trouble. I mean, they go deep, though. I mean, it's not like you're next man up. But getting to the charity stripe, you only got there 4 times here in the first half. Might want to see a little bit more of the charity stripe. Got to hope those threes drop a little bit more, because they're clogging the paint real well on us, and they got the bigs to do it. So maybe the kick out 3, I guess, get to the charity stripe, really beat them off the dribble. Every time they score down here, they're able to set up that. It's really giving us a little bit of fits.
Yeah, I think if Lewis and Clark State presses Montana Western, they really have to try to take an advantage of that and try to get through the press quickly and either get a layup with contact, maybe draw a foul. But you can't allow a team that's bigger than you, that can beat you in a half-court set, to be able to press you as well. And, you know, I don't know what it is they have in the water over at Lewis and Clark State, but it seems like both the boys and the girls have long teams. They got, you know, their point guard, shooting guard, small forward, even their bigs all have long arms and athletics. So Alondre McCowan got in the passing lane. Even, you know, their guards are getting in the passing lane. So
what do you see in the second half that'll really have a good shot? I really would like to see, like I said, I mean, I'm going to say it again, I like the Cedric Boone, Baker, and Kidgel all in there at the same time. I think you got 3 playmakers at that point. Maybe mess with the other 2. Maybe even at one point put the 2 bigs in there. I don't know. Yeah. Coach Larson seems to have a pretty good idea of what he's dealing with, and I really look forward to seeing what he's doing with that second half.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, you got to get your shooters like DeRocher, try to get some sets for DeRocher, maybe Boone, to come off some screens and try to catch and shoot. And, you know, I don't think it would hurt to see maybe Colin Achenbach get in a little bit the point guard and just be more of a true point. Right. You can see right now our offense a little bit stagnant. Just need somebody to get out there and get the ball moving around on the offense to get a little bit more comfortable, maybe inside-out type of game as well.
He could certainly help to beat that press.
I agree.
Well, thank you for joining us for the Papa T's halftime show. Just a quick insight, I think it's almost too close to call on the Dairy Queen player. If I had a front runner, at least for one of them, I would say Cole Baker's in there. I just thought he was such a good spark off the bench. So if I had to have name a front runner, he'd at least be one of them. The other one's a little difficult. I think Kidgel started off pretty well. You know, Boone's always going to throw his points in there. But definitely still a lot up for grabs. We'll see who has a good second half. I liked in the short time that we saw Tanner Haverfield, what he brought to the table.
That's exactly what I was going to say. On the defensive end, Haverfield, he's really made his presence known, not taking any beef from these bigger players.
Bigger fellas.
Dana Aberry, who's strong, can push you around, and Haverfield's been right there pushing with him.
We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be right back to live action. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
Bob and the crew at Jerry Wessels Les Schwab Tire Center want to thank all of you for a great year and wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you're a little nervous about that trip to grandmother's house this holiday season, stop in at Jerry Wessels Les Schwab Tire Center. They have the best snow tires and chains you'll need. Get prepared for holiday travel. Stop in for a free 6-point inspection check today. That's Jerry Wessels Les Schwab Tire Center, Dillon, 683-8884. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the crew.
Experience the high-octane fun at Sparky's Garage. Sparky's has an outstanding menu featuring their famous smoked barbecue, burgers, homemade soups, and salads. With a full bar, you can enjoy your favorite cocktail or enjoy a beer from their selection of 20 beers on tap and try your luck in their casino, all while relaxing among an incredible collection of classic memorabilia. Sparky's Garage is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week for your dining pleasure. Sparky's Garage in Dillon or at 222 East Park in historic Uptown Butte.
Beaverhead Livestock Auction is a proud sponsor of all sports in southwest Montana. They take pride in being loyal supporters of kids of all ages. They're behind the Beavers, the Falcons, the Bears, the Panthers, and the Bulldogs. Give Beaverhead Livestock Auction a call today and have them help you market your cattle. Beaverhead Livestock Auction, just 5 miles south of Dillon. Call 683-2002.
George is still up, 28-21.
You have plenty to worry about when you're managing a business. Your employees are seeking more from the benefits package, and your budget may be tapped. When it comes to finding the right balance to achieve your objectives, it helps to have someone on your side. This is Alyssa Creighton from Payne West Insurance, and I will work with you personally to customize a Blue Cross and Blue Shield plan that meets your needs as well as your budget. Call me today at 683-6881. Agent is independent of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana.
It's not like Clemson's.
Ram is built Montana tough.
Who's got
fishing on the big hole, hauling livestock, hunting on the divide, traveling to local sporting events, mile-high motor
that's a
claim to sports. Check out the miles per gallon, length of powertrain warranty, and horsepower. Only Ram delivers this much. That's what's been out the herd real quick. Get a better truck, better deal, but you better hurry.
With LSU, that was
Glory, Ram, mile-high motor, putting Ram dreams in driveways.
Hi, this is Mike Flieger, owner of Lakeland Feed and Supply, here to send a message of Thanksgiving and holiday spirit from our family to yours. As our lives inevitably speed up this holiday season, let us take a few minutes to reflect on our many blessings. I am thankful to live in Montana, USA, the last best place. I'm blessed with a beautiful family, a business full of the best co-workers ever. Together we are thankful for our valued customers. If there's anything we can do to make your day, never hesitate to call Lakeland Feed and Supply, 683-5197.
The water in a...
can't turn it over if you play quarterback.
We drink it, play in it, make coffee, lemonade with it. Boiled poached cocktails, mocktails, blanching, and skin-haired clothes. They all crave water too.
And he had Cam Newton and
delicious,
fumbles the ball all the time.
Yes.
Who's your first pick?
Culligan water.
Call your local Culligan man at 406-782-2400. Culligan water.
Pretty early, and then Odell.
Last ad.
We had Odell, Larry Fitzgerald,
He's the hustle and bustle of the holiday season.
It used to be so hard way back in the day.
There is no better way to relax and enjoy family. Great cup of coffee from Badass Coffee, or great pizza from Save On Pizza. Tom and Dina and the staff at Badass Coffee and Save
10
seconds.
You all beauty and blessings
because
this
you had to
Christmas
come
Eve.
up.
Merry Christmas and
I always
Happy
played a guy
New
who
Year.
loved to play safety. And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trails by 11. They'll be on defense to start. Oh no, they'll be on offense, right? I was thinking we won the jump, but then the jump. Okay, we did have the one jump ball on the block.
Oh yeah, the quick jump.
So the Bulldogs going right to left on your FM dial. Coach Larson with the nice gray suit in front of me. Kidgel to Payne. Payne with the handoff to Boone. Boone to Payne. Payne in the paint, working on Martin. The left hand goes up, no good. Martin with the rebound as he gets it out to Mitchell. Mitchell down the right side, picked up by Troy Scott. Gets into the paint, goes under, and gets it to fall.
Barely gets the roll right under Troy Scott's arm there on the layup.
Right back to the press. But they backed it off a little bit after he brought the ball back. Boone's going to take down the left side. Into the corner to Kidgel. Kidgel picked up by Mitchell. Gets it out to Scott. Scott to Kidgel. Kidgel back the other way. Gets into the paint.
they're going to call a foul on Cordell Hankerson. The body, Kitzel trying to go back to the basket. And it's kind of awkward almost how Kitzel uses his speed and changing, how he goes through his offensive moves that, you can't guard it except to body him up, and he draws the foul there.
Works it into Payne on the block. Working on Martin, getting into the paint, going up strong off the glass, good for 2.
Tough shot, and I assume that Coach told Payne, you need to get into his body, can't have him on the floor all night.
Especially if he does that. And buries the triple.
The open 3 off the down screen.
What did you say, 3 or 4? 4 for 3.
I think that's 4 of 4 now.
Dang. 12 easy points, because he's got 14. Boone gets into the paint, kick back out the paint, back out to Kidgel. Kidgel with 7 on the shot clock. Too strong, up hard. Payne with the rebound, up off the glass. Payne having a strong start to the second half so far. Good move by Coach, getting some points in the block there. As he moves it around, gets it out to Westbrook. Westbrook into the corner. The kick out to Shedrick. Up, no good. Kitchell couldn't get a hand on it. Gets back out to Shedrick. Shedrick to Mitchell. Mitchell working on Scott. And gets off his knee and back the other way for the Bulldogs.
Tipped on the ground, and Mitchell just trying to go back to the basket on Troy Scott.
Burkhart checks in for Payne.
They're going to come out.
Payne doing a great job, though. To Kidgel, to Troy Scott. They bust it. Back over to Boone. Boone down the left side, getting into the paint. The kick out to Scott. Scott to Burkhart. Puts the shot up. No good. And no one to board. No one crashing at all. Back the other way come the Warriors. It's in the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell working in as he works it down to the left side, gets it knocked away, and then back the other way come the Bulldogs. Boone to DeRocher, gets it almost knocked away, and they finally get it back into the hands of Boone. Boone working down the left side, goes back right, waiting for the Burkhart screen, gets it knocked away, and then gets it over to DeRocher. DeRocher to Troy Scott. Troy Scott in the paint, down low to Burkhart. Burkhart with the left hand, can't finish. Hustles and gets himself the ball back. Coop puts it up, can't finish either. Goes back up strong a third time, no luck. Those are the points that hurt.
Yeah.
Up under and good for 2.
And an easy layup on the other end. That's tough. LC State does a great job of just staying straight up when they're in the key. They got bodies in the
looks.
Key. Yeah, and they're just rebounding on misses. Great job interior defense of LC, but got to finish their layups.
16:23 left in the game. Bulldogs trail 49-35. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This week at Vans IGA, it's time to save. In the meat department, extra lean ground beef, $2.99 a pound. Dunked or shredded cheese, 2 for $3. Hormel pepperoni, $2.99. Assorted pork chops, $1.59. And IGA granulated sugar, $1.99. And in the produce department, Rayburn apples, 99 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 10 seconds. Pound bag of russet potatoes, $1.49. And Tide Pods and liquid laundry detergent, only $11.99. It's at Vans IGA, locally owned, hometown proud, and dedicated to our community.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western with the lead. Are losing 49-35. 16:23 left in the game. Coach not happy about the stretching out of the...
The officials are telling him to tell the table. The table's telling him to tell the officials.
And he just wanted the extra break for his guys. And rightly so. I mean, your team's down. You want to take that little extra time, not only to give them a break, but a little extra coaching. And then, I don't know how he does what he does, man. But a reach back from left to right as his body's leaning one way, going the other way. Hankerson good for 2.
Layup right there on the tough finish.
And he's tall and he's lanky.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen a dunk from him yet.
I don't think he wants to give it to us yet.
No, I don't think so.
What's the over-under? Are we going to get one?
Use the finesse, yeah. Oh, you're the better. You got to figure that out.
Kidgel down low to nice pass down low to Burkhart. And called for the foul, I believe, will be Westbrook.
Westbrook doubling down to help Burkhart getting the ball on the key. Just draws the foul on the dig. That's going to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds.
I think this is LC State's best lineup, too. They bring in White off the bench and Abe. Baker, oh, no good. Rebound by Martin. Martin gets it off to Mitchell. Mitchell down the right side. Gets it over to Abe. Abe into the left elbow to White. White back up to Mitchell all alone. Buries the triple.
Wide open, had time to think about it. And if you give a good shooter that time, they're going to knock it down.
That'll make it 54-35 LC State. Baker with the basketball. He dribbles it in, pulls it back out. Down the left side. Smothering D. Kidgel gets it knocked away, and he's able to pull it back out with 8 on the shot clock. He goes baseline, gets it up, gets it to go, gets the hoop in the horn. That's a smothering D, man.
Cooper Kidgel got the switch. Derek White switches onto him, and if he feels that he has any size, Derek White 6'2", he's going to go back to the basket and try to go get that easy bucket. This team needs some offensive spark.
White out of Boise, Idaho. And he's a senior here for LC State, and he just does a great job for this basketball team. He's a real presence off the bench. Working down the right side is Mitchell, works it into the paint to Martin. Martin with the fadeaway. No good. Finds his way to the hands of Burkhart.
First miss of the night for Ace Martin.
Burkhart to Boone. Boone brings it across the timeline. Gets it back out top to Haverfield. Haverfield to Kidgel. Kidgel looking from the screen from Burkhart. No screen rolls. It's picked away by Martin. Martin to White. White with the finish on the other side.
Kidgel tried to foul after the turnover to stop the open fast break. No call. They're going to get it down for a wide open.
And then that one gets knocked away by Mitchell. Mitchell to White. White on the right side up off the glass. Good for 2.
And you can see this press is causing problems for this Montana Western offense.
13:56 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs trail 58-38. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Hi, this is Andy Bartolome, new owner of Big Time Sportswear Design. Stop by to find out about our custom design, screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items for your business.
Well, yeah, it's usually
Big Time has retail clothing, Letterman's jackets, and we carry all high school and middle school fan apparel for the Bears, Panthers, Falcons, Cougars, and Beavers. Big Time Sportswear and Design, 20 East Glendale, 683-2889. Hope to see you soon.
Meet your whole family's vision needs at Vision Source, providing choices to meet your family's demanding lifestyle in one convenient location. Experience the very best with personalized care, latest eyewear, and advanced medical and vision care technology. Doctors Douglas and John Krager, your Vision Source. 233 East Glendale, 683-2611.
Hi, this is Mike from the Bank of Commerce. This holiday season, we'd like to take the opportunity to say thank you to our customers and community for the partnerships and friendships we have with you. We are grateful to work with you and cherish our relationships with you. We wish all of
10 seconds. It's official. We got him in twice.
Yay. And welcome back to live basketball action. Bulldogs to basketball as they get it across the timeline to Baker. Baker over to Boone. Boone on the right elbow to Haverfield. Haverfield back to Baker. Baker up top to Edwards. Screen and roll to Haverfield. Haverfield tries to work down low and Seemed like an arm pull on that, but, you know, I wasn't paying attention. Shot from the corner, it's up and good.
Good play from Tanner Haverfield. Jab, drive. Big man's got to help off Connor Burkhardt. He's going to kick him for the wide open jumper.
58-40, LC State with the lead. Shot goes up, and the triple's good.
And it looks like Montana Western went into the 2-3 zone and just were pretty slow to rotate over to the wing. Wide open three from Demik Mitchell.
Then they work it. Boone with the basketball. They got it across the timeline a little quicker than the last couple times. Haverfield to Boone. A lot of quickness on this LC State team as well. And they're quick to their switches. Back out up top to Edwards, who gets in the paint, puts up the easy rider and misses it. Burkhardt's able to come up with it. Gets to Boone. Boone to Edwards. Edwards to Cedric Boone. Boone's going to take it baseline. Tries to scoot the left hand out to Baker. Just didn't have enough on it to clear.
And that would be one of the plays. You saw Burkhardt go for a long rebound and then kick it right to Baker. While the defense really isn't back in position, that's where I think Baker could go off the dribble or try to get a shot. Slows it down.
McGowan checks in with Westbrook. So Cole Baker back out to Haverfield. Haverfield for three, no good. McGowan with the rebound. Honestly think his nose was above the rim on that rebound, just to show it off maybe. He's got some leaps, that kid. McGowan back out up top to Westbrook. Back to McGowan for three. In and out, no good. Rebound tracked down by Edwards, who brings it across the timeline. He goes down the left side. Collided shoes, but is able to recover, and he takes the deep three. It's up and good.
And a hand in his face, he's going to knock it down.
61-43 Warriors lead, 11:40 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. White down low to Obey, and fouls on Burkhardt. Obey's going to go to the charity stripe for the end one.
There's Obey. Haven't seen him much in the second half down there in the key, but he is now showing up. Just getting the pass, taking the contact, and finishing the nice little hook for the end one.
And he knocks it down. Austin Johnson, the head coach here for LC State. This is his first year at Oklahoma Wesleyan.
A lot of new first-year coaches in the Frontier Conference this year.
Quite a few. I mean, do you consider Coach Keller a first-year coach?
Well,
he is at Providence, but
technically,
Carroll has a first year. Boone is starting to feel it.
Nice shot from Cedric Boone coming off the screen.
It wasn't a step back, more of a step to the side.
Barry three.
Got elevated big time. Westbrook for three, not good. Tough call.
Edwards getting up with a lot bigger. Tristan Bradley, 6'8". Edwards, on the other hand, just 6'3", gets up to try to knock the rebound away. Gets a foul call on the putback.
So 64-46, 10:57 left in the ball game. As it looks like we're gonna get some wholesale changes. Payne, Scott, and Kidgel check in. Haverfield, Burkhardt, and Edwards check out. So one more shot here by Tristan Bradley. No good. The rebound by Shedrick, though. And he gets it back to White, to Shedrick. To White. To the interior. Back out to Shedrick. Shedrick. Back over to Westbrook. Up top to McGowan.
It says block out!
And the three's up and good by Westbrook in the corner.
Great ball movement from LC State against the zone. They just penetrate and then kick, penetrate and kick over and over until they get an open three.
Yeah, they were kind of yo-yoing him on that, huh? Payne goes baseline, up, no good. McGowan with the rebound. He's going to turn and go the other way and bring it up and across the timeline. He's going to get it over to Westbrook. Westbrook to White. Down low to McGowan, who goes up strong, can't finish, but gets his own. Put back no good, but he'll go to the charity stripe for 2. And there's a lot of quickness on the floor for LC State.
That baseline is a dangerous spot for Andre McGowan just simply because of his athleticism. If they get a cross-court pass, he's going to come up and try to jam that thing. It almost looks like he doesn't even extend his arms all the way when he shoots because they're so long.
And that one's up and good. LC State with the timeout. 10:04 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs trail 69-46. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Tom Miller and staff of R.E. Miller & Sons wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. R.E. Miller & Sons want customers to know that the staff appreciates your loyalty for all these years. Tom wants to thank all his employees for their dedication and commitment. R.E. Miller & Sons is a business that believes in integrity, honesty, and top quality service. They look forward to serving all of your excavating needs in the future. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from R.E. Miller & Sons. 683-2175.
As families gather for the holidays, all the folks at LS Ready Mix in Dillon want to take this opportunity to wish all their friends, neighbors, and customers a very happy holiday season. May your future be bright, happy, and prosperous. Call LS Ready Mix 10 seconds. 683-2101. Best wishes for the happiest holiday season ever from all of us at LS Ready Mix.
Ouch. And welcome back to live basketball action from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trails 69-46. 10:04 left in the ball game. Baker. Brown, where did I pull that one out? Boone, I mean. I was just looking at, they kept the same, right? As far as their. So we have Baker, Boone, Troy Scott, Kidgel, and Payne on the floor. Troy Scott with the rebound. Boone back the Baker back the other way. And Payne back to Boone. Payne to Boone. Boone looking for the screen and roll. He's going to go down the left side. Back to Kidgel. Kidgel in the paint. Up and under, off the left side, and good.
Good job using the pump fake from Cooper Kidgel right in the lane.
Payne's put in some valuable minutes for us as well. White with the basketball. As Derek White's done a fantastic job off the bench, as he usually does for LC State. Westbrook with the basketball as he gets to about free throw line. And back out to, gets to the hole. And that was Shedrick.
Troy Scott hustling for the rebound. It looks like they're going to call a foul. It was looking like a jump, but they called the foul on Andre McCowan on the rebound.
Yeah, I thought it was out too. Good pickup. They're right back to pressing. Kidgel's going to bring it up. I guess if you have those kind of athletes, you might as well. I mean,
got plenty of bench kids that are hungry coming off wanting to score and play defense.
To Payne. Payne up at the top spot as he gets it over to Kidgel. Kidgel gets into about free throw line to Payne. Into the corner to Boone. Boone being guarded by White. Boone with the step back three. No good. Troy Scott comes in crashing. Payne puts it up but can't finish, so Payne will go to the charity stripe to shoot two. There's the dirty game we're talking about.
Yeah,
he just comes crashing in.
Payne has got multiple garbage buckets, as we call it, coming in right off the miss, rebounding it, or picking up a loose ball and going and getting that layup. And he's done that, and it's definitely helped to keep Montana Western this close.
Great hustle by Troy Scott to keep that play alive. Just does so much of that you don't see in the stats all the time. I mean, that would be a board, but just the stuff you don't see a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
Hustle points, taking charges, getting on the ground, muscling up.
And
Payne's played really well for us as well, though.
With a team that has a big like Race Martin and a 6'9" player coming off the bench, you need that.
Yeah. And it's solid 6'9", not a lanky, but And they just brought another big fella, 6'9", Blair Moore, in to see some time. Shots up, no good. Kidgel with the rebound. Kidgel to Baker. Baker brings it across the timeline. Baker to Kidgel. Kidgel to Payne. And I think they're going to call
hand check on the ground. They doubled down. I think it was, did you see the number? Maybe Westbrook or Shadrick.
I think Shadrick. They called it
coming in, getting a hand check on Payne.
Blair Moore, the 6'9", 220-pound sophomore, he's not small either. Just went off his foot.
Troy Scott getting into the block, pump faking. Blair right there, put his hand up, and then he just tries the bounce pass across the key, but he goes off the foot. Montana Western basketball.
Martin in for Shedrick. Yeah, they're putting Hankerson at 6'4", and he's as tall as Martin. So I'm sorry, that's just not true. Baker with the deep three and nothing but the bottom of the net. Bulldogs play within 16. They're fighting.
And they're going to come out in a half-court press.
Well, Coach Larson's got his team fighting. I mean, they're playing against, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's a superior team, and they're still in it. I mean, it's still 16.
And ball goes up, gets tipped around.
Did they
Blair
get
trying to
more on
grab it. Looks like they're going to call Blair Moore on the foul. Troy Scott on the ground gets hit in the head with some feet, diving around and hustling.
It should be a 1-and-1.
And just scrappy defense. I think you
Troy
said it.
Scott again.
Just trying to crawl their way back in this game. Playing tough D. Troy Scott at the front of that.
69-53. He misses the first. And the rebound pulled down by Moore, who gets it to Westbrook, who brings it across the timeline, working on Boone. He's looking to the right side. Almost a pretty good job of denying Martin. Definitely didn't catch it where he wanted to. Troy Scott with another rebound. Back the other way with Boone. Boone with the basketball, looking for the screen and roll by Payne. To Troy Scott. Back to Baker. Baker to Boone. Boone for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hankerson. That was a good look, too. They got the shot they were looking for. Westbrook. And there's Hankerson with the supreme quickness. And that's a deep shot. You're okay with that take there. And it's knocked the Kidgel, but you'll let Moore take the 18-footer from the corner all day long.
Yeah, Race Martin probably not, but Blair Moore off the bench, I think that's a shot you're going to be okay with. And this LC team does such a good job of getting back in transition. They don't allow any easy buckets on transition defense.
6:17 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs trail 69-53. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When it comes to breast cancer, early detection could save your life. That's why at Barrett Hospital and Healthcare, we offer 3D mammography. 3D mammograms reduce callbacks and significantly increase the detection of cancers, especially invasive breast cancers. In regards to thermography, it is no substitute for mammography. Both the American Cancer Society and the FDA recommend mammography over thermography. Trust the experts at Barrett. We are here for you and your health. To learn more, visit barretthospital.org.
Hi, this is Phil Willett, President of Pioneer Federal Savings and Loan. With the holiday season upon us, we find ourselves reflecting on this past year and on those who have helped us to shape our business in a most significant way. We value our relationship with you all and look forward to working with you in the year to come. We wish you a very happy holiday season, 10 seconds, and prosperity. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff and Board of Directors of Pioneer Federal Savings and Loan. Member FDIC.
Got his ankle stepped on, I guess.
And welcome back to live basketball action here at the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trying to claw their way back in. They're down 16 with 6:17 to play. The intensity's definitely picked itself up. Or at least on the defensive side of things. And do you really think, I mean, it seems as if they're done a good job of really getting Payne out to help that top part of it and setting screens to free him up. And they've kind of let a couple of those shots go to waste, though, that they've gotten. And then Boone missing the freebie and Martin getting the rebound. Got to take advantage of those freebies. And they break the press real easy. Back out up top as they're going to probably start to think about using a little bit of clock as they're moving around.
Being a lot more deliberate and getting it inside.
Martin to Hankerson. Hankerson with the reverse layup off the left side and good for two to make it a 71-53 ball game.
There's that reverse layup you were talking about earlier, going across the rim and on the opposite side with the right hand.
Baker to Payne. Payne is up top as he gets it back to... Oh, Payne in the lane.
With the hook shot, 1-2. Nice little hook in the middle of the lane. He got an open three off the screen and the pick and pop. And personally, I thought I would have liked to see him that, but we'll take the and one layup as well.
Yeah, you got the, like you said, the baby hook with the hoop and the arm. Now I'll go to the charity stripe and see if he can pull us back within 15. Payne, great second half. Back iron, no good. White with the rebound. White will take it himself and brings it across the timeline. As he's going to get it to Abe. Back up to White. White working his way down the left side. Works it into the paint to Abe. Back to Martin. Gets knocked away and picked up by Baker. Baker throwing the home run pass. Gets saved nicely by Payne. Cole Baker getting into the paint.
And they're going to give the charge on Cole Baker. Grace Martin setting up in the middle of the key and taking the charge. Turnover, and Cole Baker did a great job of pump faking right there, driving to the middle of the lane, but he's got to go in there controlled.
Did you agree with the call?
I think I'll give him the charge there too. I mean, you come in that fast, you got to.
Seemed like his feet were moving, but like you said, he was kind of uncontrolled a little bit, so you don't typically get that call then. 4:57 left in the ball game. 71-55. LC State leads. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Taylor Realty, your homegrown real estate company for southwestern Montana and Dillon. If you're looking for your dream property, you'll find a wide range of properties from the Centennial Valley to the from Lima Peak to the Pines.
Yeah, that's true. It's
like the property you dream about.
Like Duke, you know,
for a great real estate experience, call Taylor Realty of 683-4316 or click on TaylorRealtyMT.com. Click or call, we do it all.
But if Georgia does their out, Oklahoma's in.
Yo ho ho, irrigators! As we batten down the hatches for another winter season, the Merry Crew at Pivot Plus wants to wish you glad tidings. And we want to thank you for coming on board with us. We hope you have 10 seconds and a new year full of smooth sailing. Valley, the leader in precision irrigation.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western Trails 71-55, 4:57 left in the ball game. And really, I mean, in the second half, made some pretty good adjustments. It's a pretty darn good basketball team we're playing tonight.
Yeah, they're big, athletic, and they can shoot the ball pretty well too.
Long. Oh, tried to throw it up for the alley-oop, get a little fancy. Kid just going to bring the ball back the other way.
And coach not happy. Kidjo comes down, ball gets tipped around, goes over the half-court line, and Troy Scott hustles over and picks it up. Looks like they're going to give him the over and back call, but the referees are still discussing the call, and I think they're going to stay with it.
It always hurts more, too, when you're getting beat like that. And you're working so hard to get the basketball, and then it seemed like a missed call a little bit. And I know the refs are working hard, too, so it's just... They definitely don't want to get it wrong. Oh, looked like a clean swat. He was going up for the dunk, got it pulled back, and Abe couldn't finish.
Abe catching it right there on the block. 2 steps, and he's going to try to jam that thing down your throat. But Troy Scott had something to say about it. Goes up, tries to block it, gets the foul call. And I agree with you. That one probably could have went either way.
Just a 5th team foul. And it's up and good. So with 4:21 left in the ball game, it's 72-55 LC State. And shots up and no good. Rebound by Payne. Payne throws an ill-advised to Boone. And then they're going to call Troy Scott, I believe.
And the real heartbreaker for this offense has been turnovers. Turn the ball over unforced, or have turnovers against a press. It's almost always going to hurt your team, and too much to come back from right now.
72-55 LC State, 4:15 left. Edwards set to check in. And then
Grace Martin gets it off the inbound, goes down to one knee but keeps his dribble, and then dribbles in there, gets the layup right off the block on the left side.
Well, and I don't mean to mean it, but he doesn't seem like he would be the most athletic guy, but at the same time he is.
He has great hands and good footwork. I mean, he's not the fastest or the quickest, but you can tell that he works on the fundamentals.
And a good passer. He obviously can shoot. It shows right there.
I'm pretty sure he's 5 for 5 right now from the three-point line. The only shot he's missed has been inside.
It's got a smooth stroke. So 3:26 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs trail 77-55. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Sandy Tyler with Carl Tyler's Beaverhead Motors. We've been serving people in the greater Dillon area for over 15 years, finding the right vehicle that fits their Montana lifestyle. For us, it's not just about selling a vehicle, it's about providing an experience that is as seamless as possible. In fact, we've recently added a lifetime warranty program to better serve our customers through the lifetime of their vehicle ownership. Stop by today for a new Chevrolet Buick or GMC at 675 North Montana Street in Dillon, or check us out online at beaverheadmotors.com.
Standard Lumber is your helpful place for Christmas this year, with red hot buys store-wide for everyone on your list. For the handyman, they've got red hot buys on Craftsman Tool Center, 6-gallon wet dry vac, tools and accessories, and a pancake air compressor. Red hot buys on Hoover bagless and Pet Cordless vacuum, 18-gallon, 10 seconds. Ideas store-wide. Red hot buys on stocking stuffers and Christmas decorating ideas. Standard Lumber, your helpful place this holiday season. Shop local and save.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trails LC State 77-55. And the Bulldogs will have the basketball as they inbound it into Edwards. Edwards to Boone. Boone brings it across the timeline back to Edwards to Boone. Boone down the left side. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards into the paint with the drop off, but he'll be fouled before that. And Edwards will go to the charity stripe for the 1-and-1.
Good job from Trey Edwards, and I think I agree with you. I'd really like to see him try to open up his offensive ability a little bit more. Get to a jumper. He's done a good job using that speed to drive by people, but really hasn't caught fire yet.
Wasn't that close on the free throw. But then in and out on the next.
In and out on the second one.
He's a very athletic young man, plays great defense, but like you were saying, could just get a little bit more out of him on the offensive end. He'd be that much more serviceable player.
And Maurice Martin getting plenty from him, driving it down and dribbling it past Troy Scott, drawing the foul from him.
That's 5 on Scott, so Haverfield will check in.
Getting a round of applause from the whole crowd. Hard not to like a player who works that hard for you.
Absolutely. 2:58 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. 78-55. Been a tough one here for the Bulldogs here at home on their Frontier Conference home opener. Inbound goes into Boone.
Attack, Fred. They don't want to foul. Let's go.
Boone brings it across the timeline. Back to Edwards. Edwards over to the right elbow to Baker. Baker back to Edwards. Back to Baker. Baker working on Martin with the kick out back to Edwards.
Drawing the foul off the dribble, just getting some contact. Good defense from Andre McCowan, but comes Trey Edwards. See if you can knock a free throw down this time, Ed.
He's got this. Up and good. There we go.
And the Oreos helping him smooth as milk from the free throw line.
Smooth as molasses.
Like to see some more double dunks though, probably.
Oh, spinned out a little too hard. 79-56 LC State. 2:25 left. They have the basketball in the hands of Martin playing point guard. He's just trying to dribble him down. I'm not exactly sure how you get away with that move though. Kidgel to Edwards. Edwards hands off to Boone. To Edwards in the corner. From free throw line back out to Haverfield to Kidgel. Kidgel goes baseline. And he's going to get in there. Up, no good. And they'll go to the charity stripe for 2.
With Kidgel probably taking 5 or 6 dribbles back to the basket. He does such a good job of faking the spin. He fakes the spin to the back, gets the defender to move their body just a little bit, and then goes around the other way, draws the foul on the layup. Almost got it to go.
$79-57. Kidgel will shoot a second. And it's up and good. 79-58. Full court presentation being shown by the Bulldogs. Inbound goes into Westbrook, who brings it up and across the timeline. Picked up by Boone. Kick out. Then into the corner to Moffitt. Moffitt to McGowan. McGowan shoots. No good. Big rebound pulled down by Bradley. Bradley to Westbrook to McGowan, who goes up and off the left side. 2 strides from three-point line in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to talk about is the stride. Cooper Kidgel, they get it down quick on the offensive end. Kidgel catch and shoot. Splash.
1:18 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs 81-61. We'll be back. Trail 81-61. We'll be down. Back in 1 minute.
DQ fans, manage your hanger before it manages you with the all-new DQ Hungry Up deal. Your new hanger management system with 3 deals meant to satisfy any sized appetite, whether you're hungry-ish, hungry, or straight up hangry. You can enjoy 3, 4, or 5 100% all-white meat chicken strips, plus fries and a world-famous mini blizzard treat starting at just $4. It's the all-new Hungry Up deal, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Frontline Ag Solutions would like to thank all their customers for a great year. and wish all of Southwest Montana Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look forward to serving you in the new year. If you're looking for new equipment in the new year, stop and talk to one of our experts about a new John Deere or utility vehicle. Frontline Ag Solution is more than a tractor store. They are the specialist.
Okay, so
10 seconds.
Are those high school? Or?
Frontline Ag, serving you and your equipment needs. Stop by at 1025 Selway or call 683-4281. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And then the Saturday at 4. And welcome back to live action. We got switched up in a substitution, but it was just a foul and a charity stripe meeting. Baker gets it knocked away as he goes up. It's into the corner to Achenbach. He gets it into the paint, passes to Ramirez. But I believe Achenbach's fouled first. I believe they'll call that on Blair Moore. 83-61. In a way, it depends on how you look at things. It's good to play a team this good this early if you're young, because now you got to realize how hard you need to work on your road trip coming up. What is in front of you if you want to even compete in this conference?
Yeah, exactly. If you want to try to make a competition to be the best team in the conference, you have to understand what you're going up against. And I think this team, Carroll, teams like Rocky. Northern could even have some good bigs this year as well. So just knowing what the contenders are going to look like.
And then, that just makes you think about how much harder you have to work. And there's the deep shot by the big. Must not shoot a lot, and the whole bench got up to celebrate him. Ramirez brings it up and across the timelines. He gets to Garcia. Garcia for 3. Garcia with the Lonzo Ball-like shot.
And from the left side of the body. Though. Yeah, he is. Kind of double pumps as he's in the air. 8 seconds.
That will do it for this game as the Bulldogs fall. 83-62. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the Papa T's post-game show. Bulldogs fall 83-62. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Have you ever heard the term medical breast thermography? Hi, this is Dr. Andrew Belize with the new Montana Thermography Center. Breast thermography is a series of highly detailed, highly sensitive infrared images of the breast. This is a no-touch, no-radiation breast exam that is 97% sensitive for breast abnormalities. Thermography offers women the earliest possible detection of breast cancer, up to 8 years before X-ray mammography. For questions, call the Montana Thermography Center at 683-9600.
Happy holidays.
Hi, this is Lori.
And Jeff from the Mini Phillips 66. On behalf of us and the entire staff, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'd like to take this time to extend our thanks to all our loyal customers.
A lot of you will be traveling to see family and friends, and we want you all to be safe.
That's just what Alabama
Merry
does,
Christmas
man.
and a Happy New Year from the Mini.
Just when you think you got them beat, they beat you.
High Peak Federal Credit Union is a member-owned financial organization serving Beaverhead, Madison, and southern Jefferson County. Their goal is to help serve you, the members' financial needs, from checking and saving to a loan that fits your needs and budget. They provide down-home friendly service with long-term financial stability. Call 683-4373 or stop by High Peaks Federal Credit Union in Sheridan or Whitehall.
Good one.
Kip Graham and the guys at East Bench Grain wish you and yours the gift of love, the gift of peace, the gift of happiness may be yours this holiday season. Best wishes for a wonderful holiday season and a new year filled with peace and happiness. They want to thank you for a great year and look forward to serving you in the new year. 10 seconds. Available East Bench Grain. You grow it, they ship it. Give them a call today, 683-5044. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And welcome back to live basketball action here at the Straugh Gymnasium, University of Montana Western Falls, 83-62. And welcome